Hey everyone, welcome to DKFC, where we're talking the quarterfinals of the Champions League. That's right, we've gotten down to the final amount of teams here. I'm joined by Andy Davies, Jamie Hinks, and Tyrone Atkins. We've learned a lot so far in the Champions League. This guy, Ronaldo, apparently he's very good. He scores a lot of goals. Jamie, looking forward to some of the top performers we've seen in the Champions League and what's going to happen. Because a lot of these guys are higher priced sometimes in the Champions League because they do so much more. Read us through and tell us what we can sort of expect in the Champions League going forward. The performers we've seen so far.
I think Ronaldo's going to be huge again in the quarterfinals. You can just bet your house on him scoring loads and loads of points, even if he does cost over
He's like 11
10,000.
grand usually each time.
Yeah, and he just has so many. He'll have like, I mean, if you're including points for shots on target as well, he'll usually get 16 points before you've even started to look at his goals, his assists, crosses. He's already got you probably what you'd expect from some of your cheaper players. Like, you might not even expect your keeper to get that many. You probably expect your keeper to get 12. Ronaldo's already got 16. I think you can. I mean, the one thing I find with as Barcelona players, especially, is that you can only pick one of the top three, and there's always one of them that doesn't get you gets
either
no
Messi,
points.
Suarez.
Yeah, one of them will like miss a penalty, or one of them he'll be like, there'll be one pass, then there'll be another, and that'll be the assist. The other one, not him, so he won't get the assist point or the cross or anything. And I think it's just being careful to sort of pick the one that does best at home. Like, it's really difficult to do it with Barcelona because there's so many, like what you'd say were Rolls Royces of players in that team. There's 3 of them, and that's not even looking at the other players. So,
Tyrone, how about yourself? Who are some of the top performers you've been looking at in the Champions League thus far, and what you've seen?
We've all spoke about Paris in the last round, and I was fairly dismissive. I thought they would fall apart against Chelsea. I was incorrect. They performed very well. They got through Chelsea quite comfortably. But the man who they used to say couldn't score against English teams, and he's made a mockery of that. He's 34. He's a hell of a character, but he can still do the job. It's Zlatan Ibrahimovic. I absolutely love that guy. Yeah. I do. And
big, tall, ponytailed man, able to put it in, isn't he?
That's the one. I don't know where you're going with that, but
just go by your type and your Grindr profile. But go ahead.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Well, he's a stud of a player. Yes, indeed. That's a callback. But my God, he doesn't stop doing the business. It's like we can say that the French league is not the strongest in Europe, and there's definitely some grounds in that, but hey, he's still banging them in, and I think he would still perform in any division in the world. I feel he scored 4 against Troyes the other day, wasn't it? In a 9-0 drubbing.
That's to win the league.
That was to win the league in March.
9-0.
He won the league in March, but he scored a goal in either leg against Chelsea. He has scored 4 in 8 appearances, so that's a 1 in 2 average. And Zlatan, yeah, I would love to see him in the Premier League next year. I would absolutely love to see it. And yeah, for me, he's been a standout guy. Quick notables: Julian Draxler at Wolfsburg, absolutely doing the job there. And in my opinion, one of the best midfielders in the world, Coke. Atletico. I think all 3 of those players have got an impact to the next round, and they've had stunning Champions League so far as well.
Andy, how about yourself? Who's the number 1 standout you've seen so far this season?
I agree with Jamie. I mean, the Barcelona triumvirate are all outstanding. Suarez, Messi and Neymar. But one who stood out for me, particularly on DraftKings, because he's just a tiny bit cheaper than the other centre forwards, is Thomas Muller of Bayern Munich. When I've picked him, he's never let me down. When I haven't picked him, he's shown me why I should have picked him. He's got a lot of goals and assists in the Champions League. I think, is it 7 goals and a few assists I think he's got so far in the Champions League? He seems to turn it on more in the Champions League than he does in the Bundesliga. He's another player I'd love to see playing in the Premier League. He won't. He's another one that, you know, deluded fans of certain clubs will go, well, if we buy Muller in the summer, he's not going to come to you.
Just say Arsenal.
I wasn't going to say Arsenal. I was going to say bigger clubs than Arsenal.
Yeah. Oh, no.
But no, he's one of those players. He's at Bayern Munich. He'll be at Bayern Munich forever. I really love him. I think he's fantastic. He's also wonderful watching the Euros this summer as well.
He will be indeed. Germany
with the Golden Boot.
Jamie, second player. Who have you got?
I have gone for Douglas Costa, who is one of Thomas Muller's teammates at Bayern. He's had an absolutely incredible season in the Champions League since moving over from Shakhtar. he was one of the Brazilians at Shakhtar that everyone went on about, and then he finally moved over, sort of following the production line of like Fernandinho, Willian, like who have all been incredibly successful in Europe as well. Yeah, he's just been good all season. I think he'll be good in the next round. I think Bayern will go very far in this competition, and then yeah, Copa America in the summer. So happy days.
Big times for him. Tyrone, you got a second guy, or have you blown them all in that first one?
I blew them all, but there's more. There's always more. It's the premier club event on the planet. So, yeah, I would say young prospect. I would say that Coleman, young Coleman at Bayern Munich. He made a very impactful cameo last week to see off Juventus, who were 2-0 up. It was not looking good for Bayern Munich at that point.
Against his parent club as well, isn't it?
Yeah, but come on the hour.
Yeah, ain't going back,
man, because that pun doesn't work, does it? Come off the hour, come on the man. That works. That works.
Yeah,
I just pulled that one out. Outstanding youngster. Came on, scored a goal, and celebrated like a demon, even though it was against his parent club. It was no respect whatsoever. None of that nonsense that we do in England, where it's like, oh, I can't kiss the, I can't celebrate that goal.
Can't kiss the badge.
Can't kiss the badge, or celebrate scoring against my former club. And I think that's an absolute nonsense.
I hate that. That's why I love Adebayor for what he did.
What he did against us.
That was great. Run full length of the pitch and give it to him. That's what I like to see.
Oh, it's the best
your
moment of
job.
football.
Yeah.
You have to just go nuts.
If it's better than sex, some of these guys don't show it. It's you celebrate that goal. I don't care if it's against your mum. You just go and do it.
If Spurs play Real Madrid in the Champions League next year and Gareth Bale scores, I want him to run up to the Paxton and moon it.
Yeah.
I want him to give it to him.
Yeah, and do a crotch chop. Yeah. It's like, just no disrespect, but and that's it. So I really like that young fella. I think he's got an outstanding future.
Yeah.
All right, Andy, who do you got for your second guy?
Let's go. Well, I tell you what, I think someone who perhaps hasn't had such a great season so far through injury, but I think it's going to have a huge impact, is someone I've just mentioned, Gareth Bale. He's definitely going to be worth a pick in however many games Real Madrid have got left. I can see them going all the way to the final. Bale is... it annoys me that Bale is constantly linked with other Premier League teams. He isn't going there. He's at Real Madrid. He's not Mesut Ozil, who's going to take a step back. He's not Cristiano Ronaldo that's going to leave once he's got too old for Real Madrid. This is a guy who's 26 years old. He could become one of the best players in the world, and he's at the biggest club in the world. There's absolutely no way that Gareth Bale is going to be turning out for any Premier League team next season. People don't leave Real Madrid if they're ambitious, and he's a very, very ambitious young man. And I think you're going to see that from Bale in the rest of this season and in the Euros as well. I still think he could become one of the best players in the world. He's got the mentality for it, and he's got the skills for it. And I hear Zidane's a big fan of his anyway, so he could really light up the rest of the Champions League.
I really agree with you. I despise that. I mean, within 8 months of him having gone to Real Madrid, it's like, United are going in for it. Why the hell would he want to go to Man United?
Well, he doesn't.
And he doesn't. But why do you assume that? It's like, well, it's the obvious next step. No, it's not. That's 3 rungs down.
He will come back to the Premier League when he's 34, and he'll probably turn out for Spurs again when he's 34.
Or Stoke.
Or Stoke.
Next to Shaqiri.
Yeah. He might do a Chrissy Waddle and turn up for Sheffield Wednesday. Why not? Do that.
Jamie, you got your third guy. You got anyone else?
He's a bit more of an unsung hero compared to the rest of the guys we've already discussed, but Nicolas Gaitan for Benfica.
Okay.
I'd have loved to have said Paulo Dybala here, but Juventus are out. So the next best option for me is Gaitan. He scored points on DraftKings all season, like group stage, knockout stages as well. I think he benefits a lot from having Jonas in that team with him because he scores the goals. Gaitan sets them up. Benfica are still in it. They're probably going to go out in the next round, but he'll be cheap. You can definitely put him in your midfield and he'll score you points.
Perfect. Some good guys to look at. Anyone else have anyone else? No?
I'm good.
All good.
Yeah, why not?
Well, that's it. It's all about putting together your best lineups, or as I call it, your best roster, as everyone likes to hear. Put together your best roster. Go to DraftKings.co.uk. Champions League is coming up. Make sure you follow us. Go into the lobbies. Lots of different games on. Lots of exciting action. Welcome to the big time.